even though they're one-dimensional, meaning just on a page, your characters still have to be three-dimensional. They have to have a personality. They have to have an objective. They have to have ideals. They have to have dreams. They have to have a reason for being in the story. As you're working that out, I mean, when you sit down and you develop a character and you'd say, this is who's going to be in my story, and this is what's going to happen, and this is what they're going to do. You have a nice outline. Believe it or not, it's up to that character to color it in, to do the shading, to do the highlights, to give it the depth. You're the one working with it. Your character is a living being, even if they're only living in your imagination and on the pages of your book. So they're going to change. They're going to have to re-examine their beliefs, their feelings, their prejudices, their biases, their ideals, their values. They have to be put into situations where they have to look at themselves, take stock, and decide, where am I going to go from here? Because one of the biggest detriments, it doesn't matter if it is science, religion, philosophy, humanism, the biggest detriment to any type of creative or growth process is certainty. Your character is certain about XYZ. He doesn't have to go on a quest. He doesn't have to find himself. He doesn't have to chase his dreams. His life is exactly the way he wants it. That's why if Bilbo had simply said no to Gandalf, The Hobbit would have been about 4 pages long. He never would have found the ring. He never would have gotten rid of the dragon. God only knows how the Lord of the Rings would have shaped up, because then who knows, Sauron might have found the darn thing, or, somebody else might have, and, a whole bunch of things. But there was that one element in Bilbo that said, why not? Make sure you give your characters plenty of opportunity to say, why not? Because then they have to develop. They have to re-examine. They either change or they reinforce. There's a whole bunch of things that take place, just like with you. You have your beliefs, you have your values. This is how it is. This is how it's going to be. This is how I am happy. And then you get out into life and things make you re-examine. Not doubt, not question. A lot of people make that really absurd mistake to think that a re-examination, a re-evaluation is somehow a challenge, an attack, a threat. Because for the most part, the average person really doesn't believe or commit themselves to what they say they do. And the ones that do commit themselves to that, good or bad, they consider fanatics. Everybody's happy to go along with the certainty. This is how it is because this is how I like it, and it doesn't make me have to do anything otherwise. And thank you, we're not in the mood for any adventures here today. Well, sometimes they're a little rough. Sometimes I'd rather not be going through them. I usually come to that conclusion about halfway through, but I'll take the adventure. Thank you.